Mic check. Morning Discord, morning YouTube. Let's get into it. Okay, so we kind of had a wild Friday, to say the least. Friday was very interesting. So I have these algos from days past. So let's see what happens today. Let's take our time. Let's check higher time frame. On our 30-minute, I have 2 pink rangers to the downside, so just be careful for that. See volume coming in. So on this 30-minute, we might be entering we're just barely above the water. Let's see if these legs spread apart, or let's see if we continue and go into the bear cycle. Notice the wicks happening here. So let's see if we get a strong 30-minute candle here. A strong 30-minute candle, green to the upside, right? We're going to see if we're going to cancel out these wicks. So if we get a strong 30-minute candle to the upside, right? We want to look. We might be looking for long entries. The 20's right here. So let's see what happens when we react to the 20. We have a lot of liquidity on pink, and we have obviously a lot of liquidity on the 20, and then look at the 5 right here. This is going to be an interesting day. So we're looking to see if this is going to play out here. So we're looking to see if that plays out. Or we're looking to see this. Watch this. Okay, so it's either going to be this. So this area right here is going to be our big 50-50. This area right here. Okay, everyone see that? Clean up the chart. One of those two things is going to happen. It may not be pretty, but one of those two things is going to happen. All right, now let's see how it plays out. So on the 1 minute, we got below the water, maybe looking for a weak bull cycle here. And then if we do go through a weak bull cycle, you can only expect but so much, right? We know a lot of liquidity. We're stuck in this range right here. That's what we know. We're in this range. So if you're taking trades inside of here, don't overstay your welcome. If you don't know what a weak bear cycle means or weak bull cycle, you need to ask someone ask one of the OGs. I just realized I've been talking and I was on mute. Okay, so let me recap that. I'm sorry. Look at these wicks in the 30-minute, okay? See how they're all rejecting? We needed to see a strong 30-minute candle here. That's what we wanted to see, a strong bullish 30-minute candle to knock out these wicks. Look at the 5-minute. It might be going into the bear cycle. And the 1 minute confirming the weak. I said it when I was mute, I'm sorry. This weak bull cycle here. If you don't know what a weak bull cycle is, you need to ask someone in the Discord. Don't overstay your welcome while you're in this range. If you're taking trades in this range, you can't overstay your welcome, okay? I'm gonna clean up this chart. So take a screenshot of this. Okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let these early candles play out. While we're in this range, you got to be careful, okay? And this pink to pink. So we know we have our 20 moving average, 64.56. The 5 is right there next to it, so. If the 5 starts trending below the 20, you need to start thinking of some put side, some downside. Look at these two opposing candles. Let's be patient. Let's see what happens. On a smaller time frame, we're pretty much at our 50-50. So from this point, we have no no indication, right? If we want to see some downside, we want to see something like this. If we want to see some upside, we want to get above 61.10 and make this support. This is just sideways chop. Let's see what the 30-minute says. 30-minute has a lot of rejection wicks. Looks like it wants to push down. Let's see if it's going to finish off this. If we start this bear cycle here. Completely sideways. There's no trade to be taken yet. When it does break, it's probably going to have some significant movement. When this does break, it'll probably have some movement. So Let's say we go to the upside, you can't overstay your welcome because the 20's right there and the 5's right there. So it's going to be interesting. Completely sideways, no trade to be taken. You didn't miss anything. We're gonna see if magenta is gonna be our up for the day. We need more data. Just be patient here. We're completely sideways. The market hasn't moved. We're at market open, so. Okay, completely sideways. Nothing to see here, folks. While we're still in this pink, be cautious. No need to stress, stress-free trading. We're still in the pink. We still got our data to collect. So remember, we're testing this break of magenta. See if it's going to be the up. You can only ask for number 1, top of purple, and number 2, pink. And then after that, number 3, purple. Excuse me, the 20 MA. Purple seems to be holding up so far. Let's see if it gets some strength off of purple. So you'd want to look for something over here. While we're still in this range, just be patient in this range. We need to take out this lick box. Step one, take this out. This is completely sideways. There's no trade here, right? We have no structure here. So just be patient. It'll happen. Just be patient. No reason to sit out here and look at the candles and try to guess which. Just it'll happen. The market will tell you exactly what it's going to do. You just got to be patient. But all this compression, when it does move, it's gonna move. And then we're gonna get FOMO. We're like, oh no, I missed it. And then it's gonna continue on. You're gonna be like, oh no, I hesitated. Then you're gonna try to FOMO in, and it's gonna go against you. Isn't that always the thing? Seems to be always the process. So just be patient. Still at the 50-50 on the 5 minute. Excuse me. Look at the 5 minute candles. What I told you it was gonna do. This bar coding, this indecision, is gonna break. When it breaks, it's gonna go. So we want to see if this is going to be our classic setup, which is going to be the break of our magenta, the retest of our magenta, and then the push off. We're going to see if this is going to happen. This is our classic setup. We needed to get to 63.27 to verify this. Right at market open. You didn't miss anything. Right? We got to break this liquidity first. We don't know who's going to win yet. Bulls or bears, we don't know yet. We got to get out of this pink. To the upside is so sketchy because you have two major moving averages right here. It's gonna be sketchy, but there's nothing to do here. Stress-free trading. There's absolutely nothing to do. We gotta wait for our setups. We need to see some type of movement. We need to see market structure. Stress-free. This is what we take our time. We don't need to risk anything. The market will tell us if you want to jump in on every darn candle. That's probably not a good idea. So the idea behind that is once we see direction, then we let our play set up, and this is going to be our highest probability of a win, or at least coming out, you know, with some profit. Whatever you decide is a win, that's on you, but at least some profit, or at least a safe trade to be able to protect yourself, to protect the trade. So we need to see the movement, and you're going to have to risk the opportunity of not jumping in early if you guessed it right. However, what I like to do, let the market tell us. It's going to take some time, but we need to see movement. This is just what it is. We're at market open. Okay. And remember, we got off the 5-minute chart. We're going to use the 1 minute for our sniper entries. Let's check the higher time frame, 30-minute. Remember, we want to see a strong 30-minute candle here to knock out these wicks. I may have said that when I was mute a little while ago, but now you know. We want to see this 30-minute, how this 30-minute candle is going to close. What if it gets to 62.72 and all of a sudden just dumps, and then this, what we think is going to be a strong candle, turns into an inverted hammer? So just be patient. There was so much movement on Friday. I might start this whole 30-minute chart over. I might have to redo this 30-minute chart because it's getting a little hectic in here. But I don't want to get rid of the key levels. So I don't know, I'll try to figure that out. Last time I tried to do it, I erased everything and I was so pissed. I was mad. It took like months to get the data that I needed back. I mean, we did fine, but... All right. So 50-50 to the upside. Looks like a pretty good move. This purple seems to be holding up pretty strong. Let's see if it breaks above purple and makes purple support. So I think the safety calls are going to be above 666. Above 666, that's going to be your safety calls. We need to get a break, retest. This is safety calls, okay? Something like this. And we want to see the 5-minute start to separate from the 20. Excuse me, we want to see the 5 MA separate from the 20 MA. Let me clean it up so you can see. We want to see more separation here. Safety, somewhere up here on a break, retest, reject. That's probably the answer. For calls, that's your safety. It's going to have to do that. If not, it might just trend nasty in a direction, right? Some little ugly stuff like this. And you don't want to get caught in that. And if the market doesn't give us our setup today, then we don't get a setup. Then that means we're not taking a trade. We need to see some type of setup. And it's not just, oh, well, it broke this thing. It broke this color. We need liquidity and momentum to back that up. Meaning, you know, once we break this liquidity, here, I'll show you. Once we break this lick box here, Then we're gonna look to see if we're gonna watch. Then we'll see if it's gonna be the inverse, excuse me, head and shoulder, or watch. Or if it's gonna be continuation in the form of a bolt down like this. So this liquidity right here is very important. So remember, it's either gonna be this. One of these two things is gonna happen. This inverted head and shoulder or this bolt down, long-term bolt down. One of them is gonna happen. How you play it, that's on you. I can't control that. Back to the action. Now I can tell I'm already too zoomed in. I need to zoom out a bit. I'm too zoomed in. I'm trying to find a happy balance here. Okay, I think that's fine. We'll use this for right now. See how the movement looks a lot smaller when we zoom out a little bit? Let's check higher time frame. Yeah, this 5 minute says it's just it's above the water, cruising above the water. If it stays like this, it's gonna be that annoying, choppy up direction I was talking about. Let's see how this 30-minute candle closes. Remember, if you're taking trades inside of here, you can't overstay your welcome. So this is our classic setup, the break of this magenta, the retest of the magenta on the 945 candle. This is our classic setup. This was a test. I think we're gonna go with magenta for the up today. So now we just need to allow this to set itself up again, and that'll be our next entry. So we tested it. We broke this purple, right? So remember, target 1 was the purple, target 2 was pink. Remember, on the break of this magenta, if you took it, target 1 was purple, target 2 is pink. Don't overstay your welcome while you're inside here. Nothing's changed. Your safety is going to be above 666. Somewhere around 666 is going to be your safety for a break and retest. That's the answer. Now I did tell you we're testing this one. This one was a winner. So, but however, I only highlighted at level 1 because it was a test. But I think we got enough testing out of the way. Target 2 about to get touched. Target 2 is about to get touched like a Diddy party. Okay, we're above the water. Now let's see how we react to a pink. See if it does this if you want an entry. All right, here's pink. Let's see if it shoots up or if it makes a handle. Let's see what happens on this liquidity break. This is, yeah, from this pink to this purple, that's risk management. You figure it out. How is your bank account set up? Let's check higher time frame. The 5 minute still has us like, yeah, it still looks unconvincing on the 5. This 30 minute looks like it has a nice momentum candle. We broke above the water, but we're at the high liquidity. So on the this is what it looks like on there. Looks like that cup is closed, so we want to see maybe something like that for continuation. That'd be ideal. That would be the ideal setup. All right, so if we reject off of pink and get below this pink, then we're gonna identify our macro algo. It doesn't mean anything to you, but just let me work. Let me do my thing. This is what you're here for. Again, such a tight range, risk to reward in at the top over here. Your safety is going to be above 666. That's the answer. That is the answer, because we need there's liquidity in pink, there's liquidity on 20, there's liquidity on 5. It's going to be tough. Let's see if we get a reasonable handle. Otherwise, it's just going to be like I was telling you, that ugly, you know, trending up that keeps faking you out, stuff like this. Otherwise, it's going to be like that. So we need to see movement. We need to see some type of structure. The legs still haven't crossed on this 1 minute. The legs still haven't crossed, so don't try to front run it. See these legs spreading apart? Don't try to front run it. Just be patient. Here's the second bite at the apple. All right, usually the market, it's not impossible, but it's more often than not, you get a second bite at the apple. It wants to retest a level, right? It's very rare that it touches it and just turns around. Not very rare, but you need time in the market to know what I'm talking about. It takes time. You'll get there. I'll be right back. Here's what I didn't expect. This, I thought there was going to be a lot more excitement in the morning, especially in the morning. But they're building it. They're building it. It's going to happen. Let's check higher time frame. Oof, that 50-50 on the 5 minute. Boy, did that hit. Let me just clean this up really quick. So 50-50 on the 5 minute. Kind of hit. Remember, Discord, we guide off the 5 minute chart. If you're on YouTube trying to trade, you need to get in the Discord. Send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com, and I'll get you sorted out. Only the Discord members have access to the charts. Only the Discord member has access to my charts. I'll be right back. All right, let's see if we get a weak bear cycle here, right? We're high above the water. Let's see if we get a weak bear cycle. So don't try to front run it. I'm gonna give purple a 2, and you can't overstay your welcome because we're in this tight range. So if you're taking trades in this range, that's on you. You can only ask but for so much. So if it wants to go down, this is what you got to look out for. Oh, excuse me, hold on. Look for this if it wants to go down. Look for the dance around here. Actually, I'll leave these two. I'm going to give you an example of a dance. Here's the dance before the up. So the dance before the down should do the same thing. I call it a dance. I don't know. I'll think of something else. Oh, look at that emoji. All right, stress-free trading. Everything's working out the way we planned on it, right? We can plan for our next move. This magenta's not really being respected right now, so They're making another algorithm. Hold on, I'll find it. All right, we're gonna see if it's gonna be build in magenta and then break a blue. I don't know if this blue is a thing yet. I need data, a little bit more data. Clean up the chart just a bit. I like blue better than magenta, so yeah. So if we break magenta, that should be your trigger, and then we'll wait for another confirmation of blue. I think it's probably gonna be blue. But you know, you gotta measure risk to reward. We're right here at the top of the gosh darn lick box. Don't forget this lick box that we put here. Don't forget this. We're still in this. That hasn't changed. Don't get so focused that you forget the goal here. Don't overstay your welcome. Don't forget this purple. This purple has a lot of liquidity on it, okay? Now, if it does break purple, a break and retest would be optimal. This handle still has some room, so it's not gonna break structure until this right here. Let me show you. It still has all this room before it breaks. Okay. Be patient, don't front run it. Be patient. Okay. Maybe a barcode on the 30-minute. This is tough to trade in, right? It's very tough to trade in. Look at the barcoding on the 30-minute. Got below the water. So it didn't close below purple. It had a wick on purple, so don't front run it. You gotta wait for the close. Remember, ideally we like to see a break and retest. All right, now we want to see the dance right here, right? If it's gonna go down, we want to see the dance. We want to see this dance right here. So we're gonna know if it's dancing or if we're building liquidity to break blue. I'll put a 2 on blue, risk to reward on blue. So that's why. Okay. We're back at market open. You didn't miss anything. We're literally at market open right now. You didn't miss anything. That's why we're patient, stress-free. The market will tell us. You just got to give it time. Okay. Okay, you should be protecting your trade. Your trade should be protected by now. You can't lose from here. 60.88 to 60.14. That's enough room to protect your trade, maybe get a little bit of profit. That's enough room and that's enough time to protect your trade. If you're waiting for the retest for confirmation, nothing wrong with that. I like the break and retest. Barcoding on the 30-minute. We knew to expect this. This was in the trading plan. We knew this was going to happen. This is in the trading plan night before. This morning, no surprise. Still stuck in this pink. If you're taking trades in the pink, you know, you're taking trades in the pink. Let's see if they form secondary liquidity. again, another bite at the apple. You had time to protect this trade. Yeah, we had another bite at the apple. It's sketchy. It's going to be sketchy in here, right? We see the barcoding. We see the barcoding. We got off the 5 minute, on the 5 minute from 61.28 down to, what did it get down to? 60.18. This is plenty of money right here. We got off the 5 minute. YouTube, you don't have access to the 5 minute chart. We're at market open, so if you didn't take any trades, you didn't miss anything. If you're looking for an entry, look for a weak bull cycle. If you're not already in it. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Can't overstay your welcome inside of a range like this. We still never broke the liquidity box. Now, if you're already in puts, you're hoping for this weak bull cycle here. Barcoding. Here's the barcoding. We knew this was gonna happen. Look to see if we start rejecting in blue, or if we break, retest, reject blue. going to say it again. If you're trading inside of this liquidity box, you're at the mercy of being inside this box. If it breaks blue, you can't ask for more than pink. If what you'd want to see, I'm going to clean up this bigger cup and handle here really quick, just to show what here, take a screenshot. You still got the same problem here. You're still stuck at 63.27. Barcoding. This candle, yeah, the low went almost exactly to my flexion point, almost precisely to my flexion point. 88. Off by 4 cents. This flexion was off by 4 cents. 4 cents, literally. All right, let's see what happens at this blue. This break of purple went from 88 to 14. If you couldn't collect on this, I don't know what to tell you. Now remember, we're day trading. We're not swing trading. You got to get in and get out when your profit's there. If you're swing trading, then you're holding and till the end of the day or till the end of the week. I'm gonna clean this up just a bit. So let's say you did one contract on the break of this purple. It went down, let's say 50 cents or something like that. If it went down 50 cents at a 50 delta, that should be about $25, right? That's for one contract. Barcoding. Fake out. We're almost back at market open. The market's gone nowhere all day or all morning. Let's see what happens on the break of this purple here. Maybe we see this right here. Watch. Maybe a little wedge forming. Okay, well this is a boring trading day. It's okay, not every day it's a trading day. I think we're gonna be able to get something for the day. This was a little bit 50 delta, 25 bucks here. Worst case scenario, 25 bucks. Best case scenario, you stopped yourself out for some profit. At least something. When I said protect your trade. So when I'm saying protect your trade, that means, you know, we have enough room to that we allowed some movement to put a stop, that if it goes against us, we're fine. And especially in this range, right? We already knew that this range was, we're contending with this range. If you're trading in this range, you're trading in the range. I don't recommend it. I've given ample caution today about what to expect. Starting last night, as a matter of fact, I started this caution last night that this is probably going to happen. Now, I expected the bar coding to be a little more significant on the 1 minute. That's what my mind was, but it's just on the 30 minute. All right, see what we got. See what we got. See if we can get something off this break of purple. If it breaks purple, we'll see. Because we're still contending with this handle. So this handle here should line up with this purple. That's not an accident. We're back at market open. You didn't miss anything. Let's see who's gonna win this wedge. Someone's gonna win it. Let's see, it's going to be building orange and then break the green. I don't know if green's a thing yet. Build an orange, break green. We'll see. We'll give this one a... This is a test too. It might be this right here. We're at market open. You didn't miss anything. As stated in the trading plan and last night in the trade chat and this morning in the analysis, barcoding. I know purple looks juicy, but I'll probably wait for green here. I'm gonna wait for green. We're testing to see if it's build in orange, break a green, or if it's build in magenta, break a blue. So our blue is going to be far up and green is going to be far down. Purple's still a contender. I mean, purple's still in there too. It's tough. It's barcoding, so it's, as you can see, it's tough. You see what's happening. It's just going sideways. Sideways and choppy. I'm waiting for green. I was just talking, and I'll mute. I was just saying, if we break green, I'll probably take a stab at it, and protect it aggressively. If we break this green, let me see what it's telling me, and I might go. If it does break green, I'll probably take a stab at it, and I'll protect it aggressively. So we'll see. Maybe a little wedge forming here. Let's see who wins the wedge. Yeah, that's why I wanted to wait for green. So it looks like it's either going to be quick scalp either in blue or green. So if it breaks blue, quick scalp. Breaks green, quick scalp. Can't ask for too much. You see the environment we're in. You see the environment. We don't have any direction. So this is sideways. There's actually no direction. This is completely sideways. We want to see if we're forming, watch. We got a high, a lower high. We want to see if we're going to form another lower high. Clean up the chart just a bit. Okay. This is what we wanted. You know, we're looking at this. Maybe it was. Oh, this. All right. Let's see what happens on green. Gotta wait for the close below the green, right? Okay. Okay. Why are they playing with us? Why won't they just do the damn thing? Do the thing. Just do the thing already. It's like they want to do it, but they're not. Come on now. Give us a little something here. Give us a little something. Come on. It's a tough environment. Higher time frame says we are technically above the water, but in a very weak bear cycle above the water, so that's sideways. 30-minute looks like we're above the water, maybe starting a weak bear cycle. 1 minute below the water, starting the bull cycle. Alright, so I survived about as much retracement as I can, so I'm going to start protecting this trade now. If it goes against me and it goes against me and I need to get back in, I'll get back in, but at least I'm able to collect a little bit. I'm going to let it run, but my trade's protected now, so whatever happens from here happens. If I need to get back in, I'll get back in. I just want a little bit more just so I can make sure the fees are covered and everything like that. Okay, fees covered. Can't lose from here. Whatever happens, happens. I don't care. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's print a little bit more. A little bit more. Give me a little bit more. Give me a little bit more. Come on. Okay. All right, now we're... I just need a little bit more out of this. So I'm questioning, do I cover fees knowing the environment, or do I break even? So I'll put a little bit of risk. I need it to dump right now. That's what I needed to do. Come on, let's dump. Tough environment we're in. Here's the bar coding we're worried about. Let's see if this MACD crosses. We got some wicks on the 30. I just need to have a weak bull cycle here. Like weak to the point where it's trending down. That's what we want. This is a horrible price action. Come on, they keep giving me a little bit of hope. They keep giving me a little bit of hope and then taking it away from me. I'd just like to see one big candle push down, and then I'll be happy. Just one big candle push down. Come on. Come on. One candle push. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Come on. A little bit more. A little more. A little more. We need this one. We need this one. A little bit more. Okay. This price action is horrible. You gotta take what you can get. Check the higher time frame. Let me clear this up. Yeah, exactly, Ron. Yep, lower day right here. We need to break this. We need to break this dotted line. This is slow price action. What is going on? Volume's dropping off. If it gets back inside green, I'll stop out for fees and then reassess. Okay. Stopped out for fees. I didn't collect when I should have. Should have collected. It's okay. Next setup's around the corner. I knew it was gonna be a gamble. Trading inside of this pink. Good luck. Good luck trading in the pink. So we're still below the water. If this turns out to be a weak bull cycle, look for a rejection. Probably, hold on, watch. We want to see if we're going to create a lower low. If we get back above here, think the other direction. Barcoding on the 30-minute. Not every day is a trading day. I mean, we kind of knew this beforehand. So here, let me read the trade plan. Traders, if the premiums are high and volatility is high, your stop losses must be larger, which means lower position size, risk management. We might see engulfing barcoding candles. Wait for the setup. Do not feel FOMO. Every day is not a trading day. Maybe sit this one out. Take notes or paper trade. I might not even trade today. I'm going to wait till the volatility settles. Look for a play off the 20. That's what was said in our Discord this morning. So if you didn't have proper warning, there's nothing more I can do if I didn't tell you that this is going to happen. And because I'm going to be a little gambler, I'm going to risk a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. I'm going to take the break of this blue. Just a little bit. I got stopped out for fees here. I could have collected, but I didn't. So I got stopped out for fees. I owe fees on this, very minimal. And then we're going to see if this blue is going to get me my fees back. I gotta wait for it to close, right? Let's see if it formed another orange. All right, tight range. Did this, I can't even see. Hold on, I gotta clean this up. I can't see. You know what? I'm just gonna wait until above 666 for calls and below pink for puts. That's the answer. Because for some reason I feel like I need to get those fees back, but I actually don't. Right? I don't, because I had plenty of time to collect that money. So I don't need to do it. It's fine. I had plenty of time to collect this money on Breaker Green and I didn't. So that's my fault. Okay. Don't overstay your welcome here. Do not overstay your welcome. This is this yellow line right here is going to be target. Target number 1. Do not overstay your welcome. Meaning protect your trade. It can turn around on you any second. You see the environment we're in. It's still possible to print a lower low here, right? Oh, excuse me, a lower high. Sorry, I said lower low. I meant lower high. I got filled late in this candle. I tried to get filled on the red, but I got filled on the green, so. Okay. I'm gonna give it a little bit of room. Trade protected. It'd be nice if we break above this, get above this purple and this orange right now. That'll be nice. Actually, I'm gonna set my stop and walk away. I'm gonna walk away. I'll be right back. Collected my fees back. So I got my fees back. Now let's see if we can make some serious profit on this, or at least some profit on it. Again, we want to look for, oh, we hit the target. Okay, I'm gonna start moving my stop up a little bit because we hit the target. So now we got to see what's gonna happen here. I'm not going to overstay my welcome here. I have very little bit of profit, very little bit. I went in on a couple contracts on this one. This one I did one. This one I went in on a couple contracts here, so now we're in profit. We're green for the day. Can't be wrong twice in a row. It's very hard, right? The entries were break of green or the break of blue. It can't be wrong twice in a row. I'm showing you the strategy that I put together and the fact that it works. Now we're green for the day. I went a little heavier on my contract size here because I wanted to recover these fees and then get a little something on it. So now we're green for the day. I'm just going to walk away and let it play out. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. There it is. There it is. There goes the money. Look at the money we just printed. Can't be wrong twice in a row. Very hard to be wrong twice in a row. I've engineered this for this purpose right here. It's very hard to be wrong twice in a row if you stick to the strategy. Our entry for puts was on the break of this green. Little fake out right here. You could have maybe collected something if you're, really spot on. The next entry was break of blue. If you wanted to wait for the retest of the secondary liquidity, this is a winner. This is a winner. You can't be wrong twice in a row. If you follow the strategy, it's very hard to be wrong twice in a row. You have to actively work against yourself to be wrong twice in a row. Look at the money we just printed. I told you I went a little heavier on this because now I know the direction. If this one was a fake out, now I know the direction. You understand? It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. I went a little heavier. I covered everything, which this I wouldn't even really consider a loss, but I still had to pay fees on it. That's fine. That's fine because I knew I was going to take the risk. And that's why I said I'm only doing one contract here. I'm just doing one just to test the water. Now that I know the direction, I can go a little heavier. And now look at the money we just printed. From, I got in on this one. I tried to get in on the red, but it didn't fill me until green. So somewhere in here, let's just say worst case scenario. We'll say worst case scenario, which I didn't get filled here, but let's say 61.51. Right now it's at, look at the money that's being printed right now. 1 full point. 1 full point. A full point. You just had to be patient. And stick to the strategy. Look at the money we're printing and stick to the strategy. Right? The strategy says it's hard to be wrong twice in a row. Your puts are here. If you got stopped out here, oh well. Look at the next setup. Right here. Look at the win. This is what I'm saying. It's happening in front of your face. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. Now you know what I mean. You can't just give up on it. This is why I wanted to show you. This is what I'm doing. If you want to play safe, you wait until up here. That's fine. That's just what it is. If you're looking for safety, it's up here. Or down here for puts. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row. I'm moving my stop. I'm not letting this run away from me. So I'm moving my stop. We're printing money now. This is what we wanted, right? We wanted to stay above this purple, and we wanted to break outside of this orange. So let's move the stop. Whatever happens from here, it doesn't. We're green for the day. It's hard to be wrong twice in a row with this strategy. You're just gonna have to trust me. It takes time. Or don't trust me. Trust your lying eyes, right? Let me guess. Your eyes are lying to you. These were our setups. Break a green for puts. Break a blue for calls. This is a winner. I'm not going to be greedy here. I'm going to take my profit and leave. I don't care. 1 full point, I'm good. My stop is on this dotted line here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Easy money. All right, let me check. Let me check the Discord. Okay. Does everyone understand what I'm saying now? It's hard to be wrong twice in a row if you stick to the strategy. If you stick to it, it's very hard to be wrong twice in a row. You have to actively work against yourself, meaning if you knew the call entry was here, you just don't take it. That's working against yourself if you know that that's what the setup is, right? It's either the break of green for puts or the break of blue for calls. This was a winner, big winner. And even on this green, I mean, I talked through it. You could have easily stopped out for a little bit of profit, something. But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Hold on. Oh, this one just stopped me out. This candle just stopped me out right here. I was talking too much. This candle just stopped me out. Okay. Anyways, back to you. This is what I mean by it's hard to be wrong twice in a row. Look at this. Don't do it to me. Why? I wasn't paying attention. I was talking. Anyways, I didn't want to stop out here, but I wanted to hit pink. But anyways, one full point. I'm not going to be greedy. Here's the thing. Risk management. I went light here because, you know, I'm not too fond of this price action. Let me go light. Stopped out for, you know, basically nothing. The next entry was here on blue. This is the next setup. So if you stick to the strategy, it will work. It's okay to lose the battle. We're looking for the war. We want to win the war. And if you apply this strategy that I've taken time and money to produce, I'm telling you, it has to work. This is math. It is simple math. And you're seeing it happen in front of your face. I talked through everything. This one didn't work. Now I know the direction. It's okay. It's okay. You just don't over leverage. If you don't over leverage, once you do know the direction, then it's kind of easy, right? Now I know the direction. If this one didn't work, cool. I know the direction. Man, I'm mad this one stopped me out. It's okay. I'm here for you. This is what I'm here for. Not for me. I'm here for you. So, but you usually get another bite at the apple, right? That's why I didn't want to stop out right here. Anyways, so, you know, the proof is right here. It's in your face. It works. So if you stick to it, you'll be fine. It's okay. You're not going to win every trade. That's not a thing. That's literally not a thing. But what I've done is I designed it to make it very hard to lose twice in a row. Man, I want to scalp till pink, but I don't know. I'm being greedy now, so I'm just gonna let it play out because I'm being greedy. I'm being greedy, and I don't want to reinforce negative habits, so I need to walk the walk, not only talk the talk. But I'm not going to complain. How much? Somewhere in here. 61.60. $0.10 away from 1 full, 8 cents away from 1 full point. Come on now. Like this is life-changing money if you know what you're doing. And I'm telling you how to do it. So you do know what you're doing. It just takes time. The time that it's going to take is for you to be comfortable with it. The emotional part. That's the hard part. Is the emotional part. Because the math has already been worked out for you. The strategy's been worked out for you. Keeping your own emotions in check, that's the thing. That's the hard part. Because as soon as we see negative $10, we get scared. Like, oh no, $10. And then you leave however much on the table. And it takes time. I know. Don't worry, I know. This stuff takes time. But I walked through this trade. Pretty much break even on this green. And this blue was a winner. I walked through the whole trade. If you're looking for safety, it's going to be somewhere above 666. Don't forget I told you, when this yellow, or when this 5 and this 20 start separating, that should tell you something. Let's look at higher time frame. Starting bull cycle. Again, barcoding. Let's see if we break this pink. Are these? What is this? 60-79. It's slightly off from the 30-minute and the 1-minute pink ranger. Slightly off, couple cents. If you don't know what a pink ranger is, you gotta send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com, and I'm gonna get you sorted out. This takes time. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a strategy that I've taken my time to come up with. I tested it, I've employed it, and it works. The proof is all over YouTube. Go look through the channel. I'm offering a free session, so you can get a chance to get in the Discord, get all the information you need, trade with us for a session, and see if you like it. No obligation. What are you waiting for? Got some heavy resistance at 80 or 62.85. Let's see if it breaks it on a trending up bear cycle, which means a weak bear cycle. Right? And so I was like, oh man, I want to scalp to pink because I'm pretty sure it's gonna hit pink. There it is. But you know, I stayed. I know. We talked through it. But I'm not here for me. I'm here for you. Break of blue to profit target. You can't ask for more than that. And also this green would have been break of green to profit target. So play's done. Now we need to see what's going to happen. We want to look for this. Okay, so I walked through everything. Did everyone hear? I'm in the Discord. I'm gonna mute YouTube for a second. Give me a second. I'm in the wrong thing. Oh, sorry, YouTube. I had you muted. Okay. Now I'm back on YouTube. Yeah, 50 cents for sure. 50 cents for sure. Half a point move. That's a good movement. For day trading, for doing what we're doing, 50 cents. That's reasonable. That's what I'm telling you. It's really hard to be wrong twice in a row. It's very hard. I'm okay with taking a loss here, or I didn't lose, but not really. But I'm okay with it because now I know exactly what to expect next. Now I know what the setup is, right? If they fake me out here, okay, cool, no big deal. I know what's gonna happen. This was it was this right here. Still heavy in this lick box. Jeez. They don't want to give up this territory. Correct. Exactly. I consider 30 cents reasonable enough time for you to protect the trade. I think that's enough time where prices moved enough, you can protect your trade. And if it goes against you, it goes against you. But if not, you can let it run. I think 30 cents is a fair amount of money. I never consider a win if it's not 30 cents. It has to be 30 cents because I think, I think maybe this was before you got in the Discord, but we had a consensus on what's a reasonable amount to expect to collect, you can collect profit from. And I think 30 cents is plenty. And so I don't put any wins in the chat unless it's 30 cents. So correct. Exactly. So in order for you, number one, we would want to break this liquidity box. Once we break the liquidity box, maybe let it run a little bit more, you know what I mean? But we need to break this liquidity box that we're in. After that, let it run a little bit. We know we're in a range. So while you're in that range, you have to take what you can get if you're scalping. Now, if you want to wait for the swing, you wait for that liquidity box to break and you hold for a little bit. It depends on your strategy, right? So I'm trying to accommodate people on different time frames because we're using the 30-minute, the 5-minute, and the 1-minute. And it's hard to chart and trade and teach and all this, all at the same time. It's not easy, man. Trust me. I'm trying to keep up with. I couldn't even look at this. The 5-minute is just, there's nothing I could do here. This is barcoding. We knew this was gonna happen. Matter of fact, I think I put range in the Discord, in the analysis. Also, for us to go short, to buy puts, we needed to see a high, lower high. We needed to reject off this blue for a lower high. That's what we needed. I don't know if you remember me saying that. Once we got above this, this is done. Hopefully you didn't wait till all the way up here, but. And if you remember, when I was here, I was like, I want to scalp to pink because I know it's going to hit. But I said, you know what? I also don't want to encourage negative behavior or corrosive behavior. So on this play, it would have been the break of our blue, and then you're on single contracts, exit on orange, or key level. Your choice. Key level or break of orange for single contracts. Hold on, let me do some work really quick. So what's actually happening is we're just in purple, and we're gonna be in purple until we're not. You see purple? We're just inside of purple. We're gonna be in purple until we're not. Now, when you heard me say over here, I didn't want to get stopped out. I wanted to wait till pink. I should get back in because I know I'm going to hit pink. You're hearing me thinking out loud. This is how I think. So this purple has a lot. This purple has the key. We're in purple, right? So we're in purple until we're not. It took us all this time to figure that out. So we can be bouncing around in here. We're in purple until we're not. Is that clear? Let me make sure everyone's understanding that. Okay. It took us all this time to figure it out, but that's just what it is, right? Nothing you can do about that. What we did do, we minimized our risk on green. I specifically said, I'm only doing one contract. I'm willing to take this risk. This is not going to hurt me. Fine. And I said, all right, next setup on blue. That's it. If you're looking for safety, wait till 666. That's what I said. The next setup is here. And this big win. It was a big win. Even on this break of green, it went from, let's say, 60.37 to 59.84, right? Even this break of green, technically, you could have got something out of it, or at least, you know, not took any real loss. But I'm not gonna talk about this one. So here's this one right here. This purple is a level 2. So level 2, if you took the trade on break of purple, your last high was up here. So technically, if you held all the way through the retracement, you would have been a winner. But I know this is a big drawdown. This is a big drawdown from this purple here. That's a big drawdown. So that's uncomfortable. But sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable. So hopefully you're understanding that once liquidity breaks, once we identify liquidity and it breaks, it's gonna have some movement. Now how you play it, that's on you. It's gonna have some type of movement. Once you see liquidity broken, at the time it was on this purple, which is why it's highlighted too. But this was, and this blue was also highlighted too, so. And this green was highlighted. So it's either we're in, yeah, we're like in purple and green, right? Green and purple are our main things. See if we get another bite at the apple at this pink. You see all the liquidity built up on pink. It's all right here. All the orders are right here on this pink. All the orders. We don't know if there's more buy or sell orders. That's what we don't know. So we need to wait for the break, retest. The retest is settling out the orders, right? So the market is saying, okay, you wanted calls, you wanted to buy, you wanted to sell. And then once all this is settled out, we'll know if there's more buy orders left. If there's more buy orders, then the price is going to go up and they're going to have to fill the price at the higher price. If there's more sell orders, then it's going to go down and it's going to have to fill at a lower price. So this is how it's done. So that's why the break and retest is very important, because this is the settling out the orders and we don't know who's going to win. That's why you need to see the dance to know who's going to win. You have to be able to look at liquidity, not only sideways, right, at an angle, but horizontally too. So at an angle and horizontally. That's how liquidity works. Let's see if we're going to get this second bite at the apple on pink. I'm going to clean it up just a bit. So for today, which I normally don't do, I'm probably not gonna do it again. I did it for a specific reason, for a specific request. I walked through every single trade that I did. Every single trade, there's only two, green and blue. And I gave you all the reasoning and the logic behind everything, profit targets and everything. So beyond this, there's, maybe you guys think that I'm doing something behind the scenes and I'm not telling you what I'm doing, or I'm doing exactly what my strategy is. Whatever you see my strategy on this screen, that's what I'm doing. I have nothing else to rely on. So there's no like, I think maybe you guys think, well, how did you know that? And how did you know this? It's because I'm willing to take the loss to figure out the direction, right? And I'm not telling you when I'm taking losses or I do tell you sometimes, but because we don't have the same bank account, right? The loss for me is, to me, that just tells me the direction. But the loss to some people who are starting might think like, oh shit, maybe I'm not cut out for this. You understand? This is why I hesitate to explain what I'm doing, because I'm showing you what I'm doing. This is my strategy. Now, but I can't control when your little fingers start moving and start moving your stop loss. I can't control that. That's why it's impossible for me to tell you what to do, because you're going to be uncomfortable, and you need to feel comfort with the market, not me. I'm okay, because I've worked out the math. I spent many nights, hours, days, weeks, years doing this to figure this stuff out. So if you're going to do a different strategy beyond what I'm teaching, then, or if you're not going to follow the setups, then then I can't do anything about that. You have to trust the strategy, because it works. We prove it every day. You don't have to be right every single trade. You don't have to be right. That's not a thing. No one is right every trade. We proved it here. It doesn't matter, because this tells you the direction. If you get stopped out, now you know what's up. Very simple. And it takes time. So this isn't a get rich quick scheme. It's not going to be, you'll see. It just takes time. So I walk through every single trade. This is how I do it. No different than what I'm teaching you, is exactly what I'm doing. Second bite at the apple. It's very rare that the market touches key level and just turns around. Usually you get another bite at the apple. So if you're wondering on how to hold longer, just have that little in your mind. But we also have if you look at the homework, I went over stops and entries and stops. So let's say you took this blue, there's two ways to play it. You could do the break of the guardrail or the other thing. Let's check higher time frame. This play played out. Now you got to look for the next play. What's the next play for calls? It's going to be risky, but it's going to be break, retest, and reject. For puts, I'm still thinking green. But there. Now if we break purple, that'll be your clue to watch out for green, because the liquidity is built up in green and purple. Okay, I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm just being quiet. I'm still here. I'm just being quiet. So look, in order for calls, we need to break, retest, reject this pink. You see all the liquidity on pink. If it shoots up out of pink and it just goes and runs, then I guess we missed it, right? Okay, YouTube, I got another few minutes on here that I'm going to call it. I'll call it on YouTube and I'll continue in the Discord. Let's see what we got here. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com and I'll get you sorted out. While this is settling out, I'm going to do some work in the Discord. So I'm going to be quiet for a little bit. Okay, so we had multiple opportunities to win today. If you want to wait for your safety, here's your safety. Here's the winner on the safety. Easy money. It's too easy. It's actually too easy. It's actually too easy. All right, so, oh, I'm still on YouTube. Darn. I thought I was only in Discord. YouTube, that's been my time. Have a good day. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com and I'm going to get you sorted out. Discord, I'm going to be in there in a second.